Here they come. They're off. In between horses, that's Black Baron and Wicked Mask for the early lead, coming away as they drive for position on the outside of horses. Squatty. Black Baron gets the lead. Squatty looks for a hole and finds it. Second, Big Leroy racing third. In fourth to the quarter, Flaming Stewart. Wicked Mask is fifth. El Tiburon sixth. Racing seventh, KT's Cam. AJ Majesty pacing eighth. In ninth position, Grand Latanic. Diamond Lee W. The trailer. Go for the half mile. Up top, the Black Baron. The length and 3/4. Squatty racing second. In third on the mid-back side now, Big Leroy. Flaming Stewart fourth. Coming on to be fifth as they go to the half mile mark, El Tiburon. They drive into the half mile. That's El Tiburon on the outside, moving up to get the lead. They go by the half mile pole, 59 seconds. El Tiburon, the leader, a length and a half. Racing in second, the Black Baron in third. Round the turn, Squatty up on the outside to be fourth to the 3/4. Goes Wicked Mask along the rail, Big Leroy. They turn for home. The leader, El Tiburon, a length and a half. Racing second, the Black Baron on the outside third. Wicked Mask, final eighth of a mile. El Tiburon bringing it home now. Racing in second, the Black Baron under urging. Racing in third position is Squatty. It's El Tiburon. Black Baron now starts to close on the outside. El Tiburon on the inside. Black Baron on the outside. El Tiburon, Black Baron, they come to the wire together. It's gonna be tight. Here they come. They're off. Far outside momentarily for the early lead went Lord Jeffrey, but quickly along the inside, Startler came away, racing in second, Listening Hale. Come on, Johnny is third, racing in fourth, Be Reasonable. Wall Stonebridge fifth, racing in sixth, Legendary Lad. Best Guy is seventh, racing in eighth position, Lord Jeffrey. Papa Rad is ninth, trailing the field, the Dark Horizon. Up on the outside, come on, Johnny's going to have a little go here. He takes the lead, Startler racing second. In third position, Listening Hale racing in fourth. That's Be Reasonable racing in fifth on the mid-back side. Wall Stonebridge Legendary Lad is sixth. They go over to the half-mile pole. The leader by 2 open lengths after a half. In 58 and 2/5 now is Come On Johnny. Listening Hale moves up to be second. Startler drops back there third. Into fourth is Be Reasonable. They swing round the turn on the front end. The leader 2 lengths, Come On Johnny, racing in second position as they turn for home. Listening Hale, Be Reasonable out there third. They're in the lane. Come On Johnny maintains the lead. Be Reasonable out there second. Racing in third without speed. Listening Hale. The leader is Come On Johnny. Be Reasonable racing second. Wall Stonebridge is third. Come On Johnny moving up on the outside. Be Reasonable. Come On Johnny's under a heavy drive. Be Reasonable gaining ground. Be Reasonable's going to get there. Be Reasonable. Come On Johnny and Wall Stonebridge. Here they come. They're off. That's Humvee for the early lead. Between horses coming away well was 50 North on along the rail. Idle Halsey racing in fourth. The Gold Bandit in fifth as they go to the quarter-mile pole. Dances with Wolves. Seek and Scan is sixth. In seventh position, Kenru Mac. Loyalty Ranger is eighth. In ninth, round the turn, High Lonesome. Frank Henry, the trailer, off the quarter. 28 2/5. On the outside, moving up is Humvee to get a length lead. Racing in second as they go to the half-mile pole on the rail. That's 50 North. Idle Halsey is going to have a go, but tucks back in. Racing in fourth position on the outside with the rush now. That's Dances with Wolves. Dances with Wolves on the outside moves up to get that lead. It's Dances with Wolves, the leader, racing in second. Humvee on the outside. Seek and Scan is third, and around the turn they go with a bunching field after a half. 57 and a tick on the front end. The leader by a length and a half as they turn for home now. Comes Dances with Wolves. Dances with Wolves, the leader. Racing on the outside, second in the lane, Seek and Scan. Seek and Scan gets the lead, racing in second position on the outside now. Kenru Mac, it's Kenru Mac on the outside. Seek and Scan along the rail. Now it's Seek and Scan, the leader, racing in second. Kenru Mac closing ground third. 50 North, Davy going for a triple here, gets it. Seek and Scan, 50 North, and Kenru Mac. Here they come. They're off. That's Acapulco Beach for the early lead with Bad is Good coming away between horses. D&M's Burt. On the rail is Aussie Vance. They drive for position. Getting that early lead by a length now goes Bad is Good, racing in second of the quarter mile. D&M's Bird. Acapulco Beach is third. Racing in fourth, Aussie Vance in fifth. Prince Yara. Racing six, Baldy Jack trailing the field. MC Newcomb. They go over to the half-mile marker. Bad is Good, the leader, up on the outside to have a go. Aussie Vance in third. D&M's Bird racing in fourth position. Acapulco Beach, Prince Yara fifth. The bald one, Baldy Jack, is sixth. MC Newcomb at the end. They go off the half-mile juncture, 58 4/5. Little Davy has Aussie Vance out there by a length and a half, racing in second position. Bad is Good in third to the corner. D&M's Burt, final 3/8 of a mile. The leader by a length and a half, Aussie Vance, racing in second position. Bad is Good up on the outside, Acapulco Beach. Final quarter of a mile, Aussie Vance, the leader, a length and a half. Racing in second, Bad is Good, down along the rail, third in the lane. D&M's Burt, final quarter. Aussie Vance leads at a length and 3/4, racing in second. Bad is Good. Aussie Vance bringing it home now. Davy looking for 4 and looking for more. Aussie Vance is going to get there, folks. He gets there by 3. Bad is Good second. D&M's Burt third. Top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off. On the outside for the early lead, Wildwood Tracy and the Honest One coming away third. Ramblin' Storm getting off fourth as they race into that first turn on the rail. Lil's Bunny, a battle for the lead. On the inside, Ramblin' Storm pressing the pace between horses second. Wildwood Tracy on the outside racing third to the quarter-mile pole. The Honest One in fourth position. Lil's Bunny racing in fifth. Fearless Falcon. Clouds are over is sixth. Racing up to be seventh now and on the move. Mike's Cadet. Cam Fleet comes on eighth, trailing the field. Geisy Street. The first quarter, 28 and a tick on the outside. Moving up, the Honest One to get the lead. Racing in second to the half-mile pole goes Wildwood Tracy, the half, 56 and 2/5. The leader is the Honest One, racing in second along the rail. Wildwood Tracy up on the outside, third as they swing round the turn and turn for home. Comes Fearless Falcon. It's wide open as they turn for home. Fearless Falcon on the outside in a short lead. Down along the rail, racing second, the Honest One. Fearless Falcon leads it, closing ground now. Our clouds are over. On the outside, Cam Fleet's cooking up a brew here. Clouds are over. Cam Fleet on the outside, closing ground. Down along the rail, still there in the lane, comes Honest One. That's Cam Fleet on the outside doing the better work. Going right with him. Second, though, Mike's Cadet. Mike's Cadet pulls it out. Cam Fleet is second.
A reduced field of 5 starters for the 6th race are in line, and they're picking up speed. 16. And the rough end pacing, that's James Zachary going right for the lead, along with Strong Don coming away in third along the inside. That's Armbro Hayes. Mark Hanover came away in fourth. The trailing horses Have Fun. They settle in for positioning. They go around the clubhouse turn. The leader is James Zachary by a length and a half. Strong Don on the chase in second, a length and a half over Armbro Hayes in third. Mark Hanover content to come away in fourth. The trailing horse is Have Fun, only about 5 lengths off the lead. The quarter was timed in 30 and 4/5 seconds. On the backside they go. James Zachary has the lead, a length and a half. There goes Mark Hanover from fourth, third, now second, now up to challenge James Zachary for the lead. It's Mark Hanover on the outside, James Zachary on the inside. Second over now in third is Have Fun. Strong Don has been shuffled to fourth, with Armbro Hayes at the end. The half was timed in 59 and 4/5. And Mark Hanover's cleared the lead. Have Fun is on the outside, challenging second. It's Have Fun on the outside, Mark Hanover on the inside. James Zachary is still right there in third. 2 lanes back to fourth finds Strong Don. Another 3 lanes back finds Armbro Hayes. They enter the stretch, and on the inside, that's Mark Hanover to reclaim the lead. 3 quarters, 1:27 and 4. That third quarter was 28 flat. Have Fun on the outside is up now again to challenge Mark Hanover. A late move on the outside at Strong Don. Looking for racing room is James Zachary. They're 3 across the track. It's Mark Hanover on the outside, Strong Don. It's Strong Don on the outside. A late move now, James Zachary. James Zachary on the outside getting up. Strong Don is second. Mark Hanover saving third.
Here they come. They're off. Between horses, incredible off stride there going to the first turn was Lake Hills Jeffro, moving up to get that early lead on the outside. Goes Private Event along the rail second. Comes Incredible Don. Jonathan's Pet is third. Racing in fourth as they go to the quarter-mile pole. Casino Cash, New Coverage is fifth. Off the quarter, 28 seconds. Incredible Don's up for the lead now. Racing in second position to the half-mile marker on the rail. That's Private Event in third as they move along the mid-backside. Jonathan's Pet racing in fourth position to the half-mile pole. Casino Cash on the outside moving up fifth. Travel First Class. They move in for the half-mile on the front end. The leader by a length, Incredible Don, racing up on the outside. Jonathan's Pet to be second. In third position after a half and 57 and 4, Private Event. The leader, Incredible Don. Jonathan's Pet comes on second. They turn for home. Incredible Don, the leader, racing second in the lane on the outside. That's Jonathan's Pet in the final quarter of a mile. The leader by a length. Incredible Don on the outside. Jonathan's Pet coming on now. Now it's Jonathan's Pet on the outside moving up. Incredible Don still there along the rail. Incredible Don fighting to hang on. Jonathan's Pet wants to take it away. It's Incredible Don. He's going to last. Incredible Don wins it. A battle for second. Looks like Travel First Class. Here they come. It's Phantom off stride at the start with Tony Morgan. Moving out to get that lead as they drive into that first turn. Comes Cassie's Ruler racing along the rail. Impressive Bird in third is Well Tuned. They drive into the first turn. The early leader, Impressive Bird, Well Tuned, holds the rail second. On the outside, Cassie's Ruler racing third. In fourth as they go to the quarter-mile pole now. Double Doug. On the front end, make that Sportsman's fourth as they go to the half-mile. Well Tunes now up to get that lead. Impressive Bird second. Sportsman is third. Unravel fourth. Dropping back, Cassie's Ruler fifth. Cam Dev is sixth. Double Doug seventh. Far back, Phantom. They go by the half-mile marker, 56 and a fifth. On the front end, Well Tuned shows the way, a length and a half, racing in second position. Impressive Bird racing third to the three-quarter-mile pole on the outside. Unravel, Well Tuned opens up a two-length lead. Impressive Bird is second. Unravel comes on third. Double Doug moves up fourth, final quarter of a mile. Well Tuned leads it by a length. Impressive Bird trying to close ground second. It's Well Tuned now under handling. Impressive Bird comes on second. Now it's Impressive Bird on the outside getting the lead. Double Doug moves up second. Cam Dev closing ground third. Impressive Bird, the leader. Double Doug on the outside coming on. Double Doug's doing the better work. Going to be tight for second. Here they come. They're off. In between horses, inexplicable for the early lead on the outside, ranging up the Felcher, also on the move. Big Bad John. They go into that first turn, getting the early lead. The Felcher racing in second. Big Bad John, and now Time in a Bottle moves up. Time in a Bottle takes the lead, racing in second. Big Bad John in third. Inexplicable racing fourth. As they go to the quarter-mile pole, Admiral's Adventure in fifth position. Termination racing in sixth on the mid-back side. Magnus Caesar LPG's on the move seventh. They go into the half-mile pole, the leader by a length. Time in a Bottle racing in second to the half-mile pole on the inside. Comes Big Bad John racing in third position. Inexplicable, the half, 57 2/5. On the move in fourth now, Termination. And around the turn, staying out there, Time in a Bottle. Driving from second there as they turn for home on the outside. Big Bad John, Time in a Bottle. Keeps that lead a length. Big Bad John racing second. It's Time in a Bottle on top, racing in second. Big Bad John. Time in a Bottle moves out to lead by 5 lengths. It's Time in a Bottle by 5 and going the best here. Moving up to be second, Admiral's Adventure. Time in a Bottle, the leader. It's Time in a Bottle on top's going to get there easily. Racing in second, Admiral's Adventure. Inexplicable third. Here they come. They're off. Down along the inside, moving out sharply, Chicago Jazz coming away well. Cambridge on the outside, moving up, Royals Royce. Cambridge leads it, Royals Royce the challenger's second. In third to the quarter mile, Chicago Jazz, a 3-length gap. Finds M.S. Graham fourth. Monsieur Mindale is fifth. Linwood Chance racing sixth in seventh. Passion Ration trailing the field. Wiregrass Kerrigan. They go off the quarter, 28 3/5 up on the outside. Chicago Jazz is going to be challenging and now getting the lead a length. Royals Royce racing second in third as they go to the half-mile pole on the rail. That's Cambridge. They go by the half-mile mark, 56 4/5 on the front end. The leader by a length and a quarter, Chicago Jazz. Moving up is Cambridge down along the rail third as they swing round the turn. Comes Royals Royce. They turn for home on the front end. The leader by a length and a half, Chicago Jazz. Cambridge gains ground second. Monsieur Mindale moves up third. Now it's Cambridge on the outside getting the lead. Monsieur Mindale gains ground second. Cambridge. Monsieur Mindale has dead aim. Now it's Monsieur Mindale getting the lead, racing in second. Cambridge down along the rail, moving through third. M.S. Graham, Monsieur Mindale, M.S. Graham, and Royals Royce. Here they come. They're off. From between horses, Jumbie Bay for the early lead. Far outside moving up. Shannon Post Time looking for a hole there, nice and anxious. Tucks right in front of Fred Finn with Direct Fit. Tucked right in there. They go over to the quarter-mile pole on the front end. The leader by a length and a half as they go to the quarter-mile mark. Shannon Post Time racing in second position now. Jumbie Bay in third as they move along the backside. Exceeding High racing in fourth as they go to the half mile. Closing Remarks in fifth position on the mid-back side, and out of fifth goes TJ Anthony, also on the move as they move along the backstretch. Closing Remarks into the half mile mark they go. The leader by a length, Shannon Post Time, the half mile, 59 and 2/5. They're double decked up on the outside. Closing Remarks, Shannon Post Time holds the rail. Racing in third position round the turn, Jumbie Bay in fourth as they enter the stretch on the outside. TJ Anthony, they're in the lane. On the front end, Shannon Post Time's on a short lead. On the outside, challenging second, Closing Remarks. Shannon Post Time holding firm. Closing Remarks racing second. Jumbie Bay is third. Direct Fit on the outside fourth. The leader is Shannon Post Time. Racing in second, Jumbie Bay on the wood, but gets locked in there. Direct Fit's closing tight.